EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic in the magnificent Olympia Stadion in the German capital of Berlin. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys, the designated home team here in the German capital. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season. And now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch. Going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now, he could be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down. You look at this Colt defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And able to get this to the 31. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak? And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At the 8-yard line.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing Jones. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. This pass left side to Downs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and do this himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. You look at this Colt defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. To the air, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And running with power here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. A play fake. Now Penix. And his throw is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set up Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
13 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Six yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Go.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. Up past the 30. Second down coming up. The Colts at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
The 35-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and inches at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 37.
First down, Falcons.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Falcon first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. And here's the second-year man, Troy Franklin. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Broncos get the W by 2 touchdowns. A final look there at the rest of the scores from Week 10 with Cincinnati, Dallas, Kansas City, and Tennessee all on their bye. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Daniel Jones sacked
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A give left side to Robinson. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this will be caught by Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers in.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
A 54-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up, because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back to Taylor on first down. The determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Finds his big tight end, Mo Cox. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the handoff, Taylor. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now who's got it? The defense does. They recover in the end zone. So this will go as a touchback. And boy, you talk about going from jubilation to heartbreak, as that's a big turnover. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, Taylor now. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go, set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 11.
Throwing Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Intended for Mo Ali.
So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, that certainly hurts. Your guys put you in position to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter, but that one's off the mark. So a definite missed opportunity right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And looking to throw, Penix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Penix working out of the gun here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A nice little juke. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Here's Penix. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Falcons.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Colts 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
Jones pass. Complete to number 84, Tyler Warren. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On the set.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Warren, incomplete. Xavier Watts on the coverage.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Touchdown! Tyler Warren, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Looking to put a drive together. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
Dodges him at the 50. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll throw with Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Let's go now.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. A short one there, caught by Warren. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Jones. That complete to Downs. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got Mooney. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
They are going for it. Penix. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
To the air, Penix.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And the Colts coming out now.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 6 coming up. Jones.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the veteran Aaron Rodgers. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Steelers are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's the rookie from Va-Tech, Bashal Tootin. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Jaguars come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And this is the emerging star, Malik Neighbors. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Giants keep it rolling. They get their 6th straight victory here. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hard work right here on EA Sports.
It's one of the loudest stadiums in the National Football League. And with the drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on a rainy one at Arrowhead. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week and going forward. This is going to be a hard team to beat. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Will find his receiver. That's Jalen Royal. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
1st down throw. Mahomes. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. That big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Here's Pacheco. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43. Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Mahomes now on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jalen Carter in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
3rd and goal. Mahomes. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jalen runs. Touchdown, KC. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Turn it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You think back to the weeks leading up to the bye, Mike, and this team really was struggling. They were having a hard time finding success. They had lost multiple games in a row. So the ability to just take a step back, do a little self-scout, do a little self-accountability check, and just get a break. Get away, regroup. They said they had a great week of practice. It kind of rejuvenated the locker room, and we're going to find out here shortly whether it worked.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll take a deep shot for down. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's got his man. That's down. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
First down. First and 10.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll take this one in. DJ Giddens. Touchdown, Colts. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's a run with Hunt. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's a run. fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
One more time with Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. Jones going to hang on to it here. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
On 1st down, Jones. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Open man is Royals. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. It's a gain of 34.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That's complete to Royal. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 10.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Rolling right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within a point. It's 14-13. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Now Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Royal. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have it for this game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Now a play fake. Jones. looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
Now Jones throwing on second down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3. Again, they'll throw with Jones. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. On comes the Chiefs punter. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Colts first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Jones to the air again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts first down.
Jones to throw on second down. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Jones to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Ray Davis. He's got it. He's got room. He's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Bills just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And it's the first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. He's been getting after it early, one of his 3 first-half touchdown passes. The Vikings up by a touchdown, 21-14 the halftime score. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Jets. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens lead it at the half in a game that could have big-time implications in the AFC playoff race. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late-season byes. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, is half number 2. Kicks off. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They go right back to Taylor. Has an opening. Past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Still first down.
Give up the middle to Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 33-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Jones. They'll look to set up the screen here. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. They try to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line, and they turn it over on downs. A carry for Hunt. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
At the Colts 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center Eagles are rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is brought in. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Chiefs. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. But for now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Chiefs go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And take a look at the early projections for the MVP award. Most people say his numbers now are good enough to at least be on the short list to take home the hardware. If you look at the stats, it's hard to disagree. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage by Charvarius Ward.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 33-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Now a run on first down. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. And that last run, a big one. It puts him over 2,000 rushing yards for the year. Some of the best names in the history of running backs have reached that accomplishment. Adrian Peterson doing it, among others. The 2,000-yard club now has a new member. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Throwing now is Jones. Pass right side to Downs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. And
he barrels his way into the end zone. Mo Riley Cox. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught by Hunt. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
It's now 2nd and
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Mahomes. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. Yellow. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Gotta make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run. This is Tyler Goodson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. That's taken in, and they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jones on the bootleg. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Eric Nutty on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set.
That's another Colts 1st down.
On play action, it's Jones. Rolling to the left. Left side, that is caught by Warren. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. With Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Shotgun now for Jones.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
And he will score! Game on! Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Indy. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 30, Colts 28.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. A short one taken at the 10. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's swung out to Hunt. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. From 29, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, KC.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Throwing on 1st down is Jones. To the left side and taken in by Down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll look deep for Pittman. And this will be incomplete. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's 3rd down. gun, it's Jones. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Jones operating out of the pistol. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Colts.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jones to the air again. A short pass taken in by Warren. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Here's Jones to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
His kick is good. He got it. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
The Chiefs will
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just a pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. Here's Gould on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's first down. Taylor. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.
There is no exact line to market, no checklist that takes you beyond the definition of superstar. It's a status you earn with time, performance, and consistency. Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, DeMeco Ryans. His guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year. Losers of 5 of their last 7. Across the field, that's Shane Steichen, coach of the Colts. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. With my buddy Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. This is Rigoberto Sanchez to get us started. And here we go on EA Sports. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On play action, here's Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Try getting it to Nico Collins. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage. Here we go.
Again, Stroud finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They go play action with Stroud. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down. Here we go. A gain of 18 on the play.
Kirk comes in motion right.
Houston.
They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He's running for it. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Chubb here on first down. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Ashton Doolin now to return. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Second down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
They go play fake with Jones. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Jalen Smith on the
Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
For Josh Downs, incomplete.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Texans